All right. I don't know where you are, but I want to say Happy Independence Day. Nigeria at 65. Come on, people. I don't know how excited you are about it, but I'm excited, decisive, always in excitement, boxing in the euphoria of the moment. Nigeria at 65. Come on, people. I don't know, someone will be saying, oh, what are we celebrating? We've got a whole lot to celebrate. I tell you. Now, look at it. Are we where we are supposed to be? Maybe not. But can we be where we ought to be? An absolute yes, we can. And yes, we can. So all that I'm saying today is there's a possibility of being where we need to be. And that's why we have hope. And that's why we need to press on all together. Now listen, regret will always look back. Worry looks around. But vision looks up. Oh, this is Coach Andy. Come on, come on. Vision will always look up. And that's what we're looking at. Like, you know, the Nigerian man would say, I get down before there be property. What we've lost in the past is not what we're going to dwell on. What you have in your hands now is what matters most. Now listen to this. The best moment in life is the present. The best moment in life is the present. And I've come with so much positivity, you know, to let someone know that Nigeria at 65, the blessings and the lessons. That's what I was speaking of. Nigeria at 65, the blessings and the lessons. What are the lessons there for us? Now look at the gaps, look at the places and the areas, you know, the sectors we need to work on, the cleanups we need to do. Those are the things we need to do from the lessons, you know. For the blessings, we're going to look at the diversity we have. Should be a blessing for us and not a curse. You know, the different mindsets we have should be a blessing to us and not a curse. We have so many ethnic, you know, groups. It's a blessing, not a curse. So when we begin to examine all of these differences, but we see them from the perspective of, you know, of positivity, then we'll begin to see what we can make out of it. Nigeria at 65. And so many people are asking this same question. When will this happen? How can this be? And I'm saying it. And I'm saying it from the depth of my heart. Now is the time. This is the time for us to come together and begin to speak positively about our nation. Now, you don't talk about the problem, you talk to the problem. Come on. So when you dwell more on complaining, and you dwell more on seeing things that are not working and things that are not happening, then you will see less of things that can happen and things that are also happening. Come on. So let's put our energies together towards possibilities. Listen to this. Towards possibilities and positivity. So when we begin to speak the Nigeria, each and every one of us anticipate to see, when we begin to speak that Nigeria that we all want to see, that is the Nigeria we'll see. Come on, people. But when we begin to talk about the Nigeria that it has not happened yet, then that is the Nigeria you will expect. So what am I saying? What is Coach Andy saying on our 65th Independence? What I'm saying is this, simple. My message is a message of hope. And I want us to imbibe this hope together with that positive mindset. Because nothing changes until your mind changes. Miles Monroe, blessed memory, said, nothing changes until your mind changes. And that is why we need to renew our minds, because you've got to renew your mind. You've got to reflect, recalibrate, refocus. You've got to refire, to reposition yourself. That's what we need to do. So let us look at the lessons there and the blessings in there for us. So this is it. You know, some people would say Nigeria just happened to you. No, come on. Let's see Nigeria with, you know, positive stuff. You know, let's tie down Nigeria with positive things. You know, because we still have lots of, you know, positive stuff happening. You know, even in the midst of things that are not happening. But I can say we have to renew that hope. We have to renew our minds. You know, to see the positivity that we want to see. Or, you know, someone said something, Bradley Schultz said something. He said, even in the winter, that people freeze, some people still snow and ski board. Come on, listen to this. Now, even in the winter, when people freeze to death, some people still snow and ski board. Now, the implication of this is what others are seeing as difficulties might mean opportunity. So all that we need to do, instead of putting our energy on things that are not working, let us put that energy on things that are working and on things that can work. That's the perspective we're looking at. Nigeria 65. What are the things we need to do? We need to have, a gathering of great minds. We need to have a gathering of great minds where we can come up with, real stuff, real reasoning, thinking outside the box. Why? You can't see the picture while in the frame. You can't read the levels where you're under the table. No. You can't see the trees when you're too close to the forest. Come on, people. We need to think outside the box. It's time for us to gather together and to begin to ask ourselves, how did these guys back then in the 80s and 70s do this stuff? How did it work for them? So we begin to see the models they used. We begin to see the strategies and the ideas they brought on board without looking at where you're coming from, until we begin to see each other, not minding if it's a northern or a southern or a western, not minding where the person is coming from, until we begin to, have that unity in mind, have that unity, not just saying it, but acting it, because it's one thing to say it, it's another thing to act it, until we begin to unify ourselves among those things. Someone said something. If you are not the bridge connecting people, then don't be the wall separating them. If you are not the bridge connecting people, then don't be the wall separating them. Come on. Let someone's light shine in your shadow. Like Helen Keller would say, when you fix your eyes on the sunshine, you can't see the shadow. So Nigeria at 65, what do we need to do? We need to fix our eyes on the sunshine so we can see the dark spots, so we can see the shadows. Now these shadows are just little shadows here and there. But if we can fix our eyes on the sunshine, Nigeria will shine. Nigeria will heal. I'm so excited to be alive to witness the 65th birthday for Nigeria. Put it that way, buddy. Someone said life is not fair, and I would say you can paint it the color you want. So what color do you want to paint Nigeria? That's the color that shines. So what color works for you? If things are not fair, if things are not working right for you, all you need to do is to articulate your energy to begin to see things that can work. And together, we'll begin to provide solutions to the things that are not working, so that things can begin to work. So as I wind down this evening, I want you to begin to reflect on the things that can work for Nigeria. I want you to begin to reflect on what you want to bring on board to the table. I want you to begin to reflect on the ideas that you can bring on board, so that together we can all sit down and have a communique and say, yes, it is time for us to forge ahead. It is time for us to move forward. There are a lot of opportunities out there. Lots of opportunities out there. So all that we need to do is to begin to talk more positively, so we have more energy, geared towards positivity and possibilities, as again complaining. Regret will always look back. Worry will look around. But vision will always look up. So what I want us to do is to look up. Come up here, Nigeria. We'll look up to positivity. We'll look up to possibilities. And together we're going to see this country walking again. I tell you. So what has not worked and what is not working, or what has worked in the past that is not working now, we can recall. And all that we need to do, it's a collaborative effort. We need to collectively do this. America is America today because people see America as America. People don't see America like Florida. People don't see America like California. People don't see America like Arizona. No, people see America as America. So we need to see Nigeria as Nigeria. One industry. Now I tell you, Nigeria is one of the most, I tell you, one of the most, and you can check this out. Nigeria is one of the most lovable country to be in. I tell you. But all that we need to do is to begin to share that love amongst us. From your neighborhood, within your small community, how much of this love have you shown? How much effort have you made to making this country the great country that it is? It's a collective responsibility. At times, those at the top have a major responsibility to play, but we also have our own quota to play. We have our own, part of the game to play. It's a collective, it's a teamwork. So when you play your own and I play mine, then we begin to see how best, what strategy we can bring on board. Cosmos Maduka said something. You can be 14 and thinking 40. You can be 15 and thinking 50. The implication of that is, youth, I want to speak to us. Let us shun violence. Let us give away every form of violence. And let us articulate our energy for the best use and deploy that energy for Nigeria. Deploy that energy for the best use that it can be deployed for. And all that I'm saying is, the opportunities are right there. The road to success is always under construction. That was John Maxwell. The road to success is always under construction. The elevators will always be out of bound or out of service, but the staircases are always open. Come on. So it might look rough, but at the end of the tunnel comes light. Weeping may endure through the night, all those years of weeping, but joy comes in the morning. This is our morning. Nigeria at 65, it's our morning. But it's a perspective that we want to see it from. So I want us to begin to see Nigeria from a more positive perspective. And that's the message I've got to see. A message of hope to let us know that it's not over yet until we win. So if I can deliberately, intentionally put in my best to seeing that within my sphere, within my quota, I am contributing positively, and you have your own role to play within your quota, then we begin to see how best we can drive this nation positively. I tell you, there's no place like home. Nigeria is our home. Nigeria is the only place we have for now. And so we have to work hard. We have to work together as a team to making sure that Nigeria excels, in every ramification and in all areas that things are not working right. We need to bring in our energy. Instead of complaining, we need to bring in our energy to speak positively. And when we all collectively speak positively to Nigeria, then Nigeria will change for the best. Buckminster Fuller once said, you can't change by fighting existing realities, but you can change by creating new models that can replace those existing realities. You can't change by fighting existing realities, but you can change by creating new models that can replace those existing realities. What are the new models we can create? Everybody now is tilting towards AI, artificial intelligence. Everyone is getting digitalized. Even the problems are digitalized now. Come on, people. So all that we need to do is to flow. But in the matters of style, you can just flow with the stream. But when it comes to matters of destiny, we have to be firm as a solid rock. So all that we need to do now, in the matters of the Nigerian destiny, we need to be firm, to begin to see, to begin to reason, to begin to see and project a better future for Nigeria. And that's all that I'm saying. There's a positivity and there's a possibility somewhere. And if we concentrate on the why we need to do it and concentrate less on the how, then we're going to get there. Now, a lot of people are concentrating on how can this be? Coach Andy, how can this be? How can Nigeria change for the best we're looking at? No, don't think about how this will happen, but rather have a big reason why you think it should happen. So when you have a big reason, when you have a big why it should happen, then the how will flow. Come on. I'm so excited about Nigeria at 65. I don't care about what has not happened or what has not worked before now, because I'm positive minded. I'm thinking positive now. The future is what I'm concerned about. You can't gain momentum into your future dragging your past. I've learned the lessons from the past, but I'm bringing on the blessings from the lessons in the past. And that's the blessings that I'm bringing to say opportunities are still here, because you can still jump and be in Sapa. Come on, people. A lot of people are just trying to jump. No, you need to go in with some value. You need to create some value where you want to get to, because it's not greener on the other side. It's greener where you want to go. So it's still green in here. But all that you need to do is to find that green spot in Nigeria and make it greener. Find that green spot in Nigeria and make it greener. Coach Henry, why are you talking this way? Yes, I know it. Every day, listen to this, and I want you to listen to this carefully. Every day might not be a good day, but there's a good in every day. Come on. Every day might not be a good day, but there's a good in every day. So you've got to find that good in every day. What is that good in every day? What is that good in every day in Nigeria that you must find? You've got to see. Marcel Proud once said, the voyage of new discovery is not in gaining new grounds, but in seeing with new eyes. The voyage of new discovery is not in gaining new ground, no, but in seeing with new eyes. We need to change our perception. We need to speak what we want for Nigeria. Because when we keep speaking what is not working, then it can't work. So all that I'm saying is, let's bring the energy together. Let us have one voice to speak that positivity, to speak that possibility in the Nigeria that we want. Nigeria at 65. It's always a prompt, pleasing pleasure. And I just want to leave this word for someone. Suicide is not an option. Come on, think about it. Suicide is not an option. That things that don't work today doesn't mean that things can't work tomorrow. I want you to be more positive about life. Suicide is not an option. You can't take a temporary measure for a permanent measure for a temporary action. No. So everything that you need to do to stay right here, because you've got to be alive to be alive, and you've got to be here to be alive. All that you need to do is to begin to see whatever you're going through as something you can grow through. Come on, Coach Andy. Yes, whatever you're going through, you can grow through. And like Jim Rohn was saying, when the end comes for you, let it find you conquering a new mountain and not sliding down an old one. When the end comes for you, you might be at that end now. You might be on a crossroad in your life today. And you're saying, Coach Andy, you don't know what I've gone through, or you don't know what I'm going through. But I'm here to announce to you that life is a fight for clarity. You're either in one, heading to one, or you just, left one. But what do? You keep fighting. Now listen to this. Not all that you fight for you will get, but all that you get you must fight for. Come on, people. Not all that you fight for you will get, but all that you get you will fight for. So what do? Keep struggling, keep trying, keep doing what you're doing. And at the end of the day, you will begin to reap the fruit of your labor. I'll leave you with this quote as I wind down. It's never late, never too late to have a happy childhood. It's never too late to have a happy childhood. Life is a gift of divinity, but living is the choice of humanity. This is your own Triple E. Ebullient, 5% exuberant, Coach Eddie, excited, always in excitement, boxing into euphoria of the moment, saying, Nigeria at 65, congratulations, happy independence, I love you all, stay at the top, because those at the top make the top. Bye for now.